everybody, and welcome to another episode of Mr. Fred and Friends. I'm your host, Fred Schultz, and got a heck of a show for you tonight. You always know, I love having people on that are good for paintball, but tonight we've got ladies that are good for paintball on here tonight. It's got a heck of a lineup. These ladies are not only great players, I think they're great ambassadors for the sport, and you're going to definitely like hearing them. And I also got my very, very old friend, Howdy, Mr. James. I'm going to blow it. McGuffug. Gave it a shot, anyhow. And I got Alicia McT, Ashlyn Woodburn, and Jackie. Oh boy, here we go. Jackie D. I'm going to let it go right there. I'm going to keep it simple. Okay. I could pronounce it, but I'd have to practice it for another week. So, anyhow, ladies getting into paintball right now is really a big thing. And, it's a very, very big thing for the sport. And everybody needs to really realize that. Some of these ladies that are out there right now really, really play at a high level, a very high level. And they're excited about it, and I think the more that we get excited and the more we help them, the more ladies we're going to bring into the sport. But overall, I think we're going to actually bring more people into the sport because, when the general public sees that ladies are coming and playing this, even some of the guys that are scared to do it are going to go, whoa, if these ladies can go out and do it, I'm going to go do it. Well, I think it's going to be pretty cool. Hey, man, got a lot. Damon Fowler, Gator Melee, absolutely love it. Ryan Courtney, Paul Farrell, Stephen Snow, a bunch of Facebook users. Anyhow, appreciate so much you guys watching tonight. You guys gonna love to hear these ladies talk. I've had Jackie on before, and Jackie's very articulate. And then Howdy, me and Howdy, we come like from the dinosaur age, man. We used to play on the back of pterodactyls and stuff. So we've been around a long time. So we've got our share of stories, and we're gonna drag a few of them out. And we've got the girls that are I'm going to pick their brains to find out how they got involved in the sport of paintball. So I think it's going to be pretty cool. I'm really looking forward to it. And Biff Thiel, Biffer, my friend for a gazillion years. Matter of fact, I think Biff was around with the dinosaurs with all of us too. So that's what bothers me. In a few years, we're all going to be oil. I think that's how it works. But anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and I got a few things I want to mention. Then I'm going to give my shout outs real quick. And then I'm going to drag these people out here because they are definitely worth listening to. And the girls are definitely worth looking at too. You guys are going to like this, believe me. But first of all, we had to cancel the WCPL tournament down in LA at SC Village because the weather was just way too bad and everything was getting flooded. So we've moved it to March 23rd. Now, what's going to happen is I'm going to make it a one-day tournament. So we're going to play on the 23rd. And everybody that plays in the tournament on the 23rd, we're going to do a big game the following day. And everybody that plays in the tournament gets to play SC Village and in the big game for nothing. So we're looking forward to having a good group to play the WCPL and a really good group at SC Village because Gio, the owner of SC Village, and I have got some pretty cool things coming up this year. And when I hit it with three pretties, man, it's something big. So we've got some great things coming up, and you guys are going to want to stay tuned because, SC Village, this is their 40th year in having the field there. 40 years. Well, it's pretty cool. It's like my 40th year in paintball. Bud Orr's 40th year in paintball. So Bud and I and Gio are all linking up. We're going to do some pretty cool stuff down there. You're going to like it. Then coming up pretty quick is the summit. Tommy Cole, NXL. Tommy Cole, friend of mine for a lot of years. NXL, great. He does a terrific job with that. He really, really does. And he's having a paintball summit, and it's going to be at Sahara Hotel and Casino. And that's March 11th through the 13th. It's going to be right after the NXL tournament in Las Vegas. So if you get a chance, you're going to want to go there. I'm going to be there. I'm going to go live from there. And I've got my buddy, the Reaper, David Justin. He's going to be down there with me. So we're going to go goof around and have a good time, Something I absolutely like to do, believe me. And then this coming weekend, coming up now, is the Hawaiian Legend in Maui. I wish I could make it, but obviously that's not going to happen. But, DJ Hano is a good friend of mine. And if you get a chance and you're in Hawaii, obviously go to Maui. If you're not in Hawaii, obviously it's probably too late to get a flight there. But you're going to want to go check it out maybe next year because it's a great event from what I hear. So let me give my shout outs real quick. I start every week with my very, very longtime friend, Mr. Tim Schloss. He owns Gateway Paintball in St. Louis, and that is where the final WCPL tournament of the year is held, and that's in October. And Tim also had Tiger Stripe camouflage back in the day, and he's bringing Tiger Stripe camouflage back. Probably the most popular camouflage there ever was. And if you ever get a chance to go play Gateway Paintball in St. Louis, do it because it is, I mean, he's got many fields. He's got like 12, 14 fields, but they're just all perfect fields, all manicured, just absolutely great. Then I have to mention my buddy Dan and John Colby, Immortal Air. They've been my sponsors for over 30 years. They have a Mortal Air now, but back in the day it was Air America, and they were absolutely cool. And Danny also has the third of the, make that the second of the WCPL tournaments, and it's down to Panhandle Paintball down there in Florida. Get a chance. When I mention all these, even the NXL or any of them, even if you don't play, go show your support because people see how the crowds are, how many people are interested in going to see it, and that draws more people in. All right. So you're going to want to do that. And then Bud Orr. I'm sure Bud's watching us. Julianne. Oh, I love you, babe. Anyhow, Bud Orr, years and years and years, he spent working hard, autococker, worked very, very hard for paintball and still is. Just absolutely love it. Great, great guy. And then Tom K was my second marker sponsor for many, many years. Airgun Designs with the Automag. Rainey and Juvie Boucher had Paintball News back in the day. And I mention them because back then you could go out, a player could go out and just pick up a newspaper. Didn't cost you a penny, but it told you what just happened, what was coming up, what events were coming up, what was for sale, big games. And it had a map of all the fields back there throughout the United States. Because you got to remember, back in the day, it's not like you walk outside and you throw a rock and you hit a field. Back then, they were very, very few and far between. And just like the stores are, now paintball stores everywhere. Back then, not a lot of paintball stores, believe me. And then I mentioned Mr. Randy Camilla. Randy Camilla was the editor for APG, gave me my very first cover shot in paintball back then. Very, very cool, man. Jerry Braun had Paintball Sports magazine back then. He has Paintball Sports field in Newburgh, New York right now, and he is the third of the WCPL tournaments. It's a great, great time out there. Kevin Donaldson and the Blasters, they run it. I got to tell you, I look forward to that one every year. Just absolutely very, very cool. Then Mr. Ross Alexander, Line SI. I still have my original Bushmaster because back in the day, everything was pump, and then it was 15 man. It never went down to 10 man for a long, long time. And it was pretty cool. I mean, you traveled, you felt like you were taking a band with you or a football team. It was pretty cool. A lot of fun, believe me. And then I mentioned Jim Lively, 2 tournaments back in the day you wanted to do. Jim Lively's Masters, Jerry Brown's World Cup. Those two, I'll be honest with you, they were like a family reunion. You went and did them, and people you wouldn't normally see, because to me, that's a big thing about paintball. Now, I'll be going to tournaments, and I'll see my friends that I've known for years there, but would I see them if it wasn't for paintball? Probably not. Probably not. So, paintball, it's like a big thing for me. It's and it should be for everybody that goes out, because otherwise, you probably don't see most of the people you see at these tournaments. That makes it something special all by itself. Then I say hi to Gino from Belkin. I mention Gino every week because, first of all, Gino and I go way back. He's a very, very good friend of mine. And what he does behind the scenes for paintball is phenomenal. I can't tell you all about it, but he does some very, very big things for the sport of paintball. And the guy is just terrific. And then I mentioned my 2 young guns, Jaden Gong and Mark Gong Jr., my little buddies from the Hermans, the future of our sport. So pretty cool. All right. I blew through them quick. Now Steve McGuire up there, he's going to go, oh man, your dialogue's about 11 minutes too long. Well, that's how it works. My show. Anyhow, I'm going to bring out a friend of mine that I've had for many, many years. A guy that I just absolutely respect and I think has done very, very good for paintball. And he's a terrific voice for paintball also. Please, everybody, welcome James Howdy. I'll let it go there. Last name for me. McGough.
First time, Fred.
I got it right first time?
You were good, McGuffin. Yeah, you had it right.
Wait, that doesn't happen much, man. I mean, that's pretty cool. I like it.
I was shocked, man. But good evening, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing very good. We've got some terrific ladies on here tonight.
Very true. Very true. I'm happy I'm part of the Valkyries family. So very happy to see them on, Fred.
Yeah, so am I. And, we've had Jackie on before. Jackie is a very, very good interview. She's a terrific lady, a terrific paintball player. But we've got a couple of new ladies on here tonight. And I know you helped set it up. Alicia McAtee. So am I. And you're not going to tell me, okay? Ashlyn Woodburn.
There you go.
Yeah, I thought you were going to help me with that, but anyhow.
You can do it, Fred.
Anyhow, yeah, I can't wait to talk to these ladies. I think it's going to be pretty cool. Yeah, we got a pretty good audience going here already.
It's going to be a great show, but great ladies. Like I said, very fortunate to be on with these ladies.
Yeah, oh yeah, I feel privileged that they accepted to come on here tonight. Like I said, I've had Jackie on before, and she's just great.
Yeah.
I like the heck out of her. When I seen her down at the World Cup, it was so cool to see her because she just got one of them smiles that just kind of, I don't know, melts you. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Well, yeah. Actually, I met Jackie in Chicago at the ICPL.
Mm-hmm.
Hanging out with Dan Colby, at his booth and stuff. And I seen Jackie, and I walked up to her, and we started talking. I asked her if she wanted to play for the Valkyries, and I got in touch with Kathy, and Kathy got in touch with her, and the rest is history, I guess.
Yeah, I met Jackie through Biff Thiel. Yeah, I met her through Biff Thiel, and Biff and I go back a long, long ways too, man.
Yeah, I'm proud. I say, boy, I got a good eye for talent, boy.
Yeah. Oh, you do. Yeah, you do. But what do you say we bring these ladies out here and talk to them a little bit?
Yeah. Well, Fred, I enjoy that. I really do. And I got to give a big prop out to Kathy Alvarez, because if it wasn't for Kathy, I would have never met these ladies. About 4 years ago, she mentioned putting a women's paintball team, a woods ball team, strictly woods ball. I've seen air ball all over the place. I haven't seen woods ball as far as women in woods ball. Don't ask me why, Fred. I think it's a more strategic game. It's more enjoyable. No two games are ever the same. And when she said that, I said, that's fantastic. But I tried to tell her it's going to be hard, because what she's trying to do is get women from all over the country to play together. And you should know better than anybody with a band. You know?
Absolutely.
It's hard. But the beautiful thing about it is this, Fred. Every time I watch these ladies, the first game, they're a little cold, but every game they make tremendous improvement. Their communications, their fire and movement, it becomes a beautiful thing to watch. It really does.
That's why I said at the beginning of the show, I mean, some of the players are terrific.
Yeah, I'm proud, and I kind of laugh at Jackie when she was gonna captain this or general a big game. She said she was gonna get outgunned. I said no way in hell, because I've never seen a girl wrap a mechanical as fast as her, man. Let me tell you, she can throw paint like there's no tomorrow.
Well, what do you say? Let's drag them out and talk to these. First of all, let me bring out Jackie D. How you doing, Jackie?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing great. And Alicia and Ashlyn. Welcome to the show, ladies.
Hi. Thanks for having us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's my pleasure. I actually, Howdy actually brought this up to me. And I took and actually kicked this week's show out a week because I really wanted to have you ladies on. We believe that you guys are great for the sport, and I think you bring a lot of people into the sport. And a lot of guys that want to play, but are too afraid to come out. They see ladies coming out there and not just playing, but knocking it out of the park. It brings more guys into the field too. I think it's great. So I am going to start out because I've had Jackie on, and we know how Jackie started. But I'm going to start. Which one, Alicia or Ashlyn? Which one do you want to start? I want to know, how do you get started in paintball?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So it was my dad, Ty. He got me into it. He used to play with my brothers, actually. He would go and play paintball with them and come back with all of these like welts all over him and these like battle stories.
Yeah.
And I absolutely loved it. So I went with him one day and we went to Indie Paintball Battleground. And the owner actually offered me a job as soon as I walked up. So I got a job and I got to play, and I've been playing ever since.
You go.
Wow. So your dad actually got you started. Doesn't he? Plays for a team, doesn't he?
Yes, he has his own team, Indie Rain.
Indy Rain. Wow, very cool. So I guess you will be going to the Michigan game then at Hell Survivors in May?
We'll have to see.
Yeah.
Jackie?
Not sure yet, huh?
Come to Living Legends. It'll be fun. We're going to try to get Howdy to play.
Oh, I'd love to see that. I'd love to go.
Wow, yeah, that'd be cool, man. Yeah, that'd be really cool. All five of us get together and play alongside each other.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, we could even hold you up, Howdy. You could go out there with us, man.
Well,
Yeah.
Play red.
guys with those mobile tractors,
Oh, there you go. Yeah, we need a game with a tank so you could ride, huh?
Yeah, the Deathmobile. They go out there with those Deathmobile cars, whatever.
I'd pull you around in a wagon, Howdy.
Yeah, there you go. Hey, we got Rocky watching us tonight, man. What's up, Rock? I had Rocky on a few weeks ago, and then he went down to Mexico. So I seen a couple pictures of you down there. Get a chance, Rocky, give me a call, buddy. So anyhow, now we've heard how she got started. You're next.
There you go.
All right, so actually it was her that got me into
I
paintball.
knew that was coming.
That's why I wanted her to go first, is because she's the one that got me into paintball. So actually she drugged me out to the field one time because I was honestly really scared to play paintball. I was scared because I thought it was gonna hurt really bad, so I didn't want to. But she brought me into it just practice on a Tuesday with some regulars and stuff, and I liked it, but I was I only played maybe one game because I was still kind of scared. And then after that, she drugged me to New York because I think she didn't want to go by herself all that way. So I was just there for riding along and stuff. But then she made me play. She forced me to play.
I offered her up for Kathy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Kathy stuck her marker in her hand and yeeted around.
Yeah, I was
it was
I didn't know
awesome.
what was going on. They just gave me everything and forced me out there. I was okay. And then
Enjoy it?
yeah, it was actually, that was the second time I ever played, and it was in New York and everything. It was really cool. I loved it.
So you played tournament the second time you ever played paintball?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, that's baptism by fire. Holy smokes.
And then she got me into the field that she was working at. She invited me to a really big what was it, IU? Or
Yes.
it was an IU football team was coming to play, and they needed help with workers and stuff. So she forced me to come out there to help, and then I fell in love with reffing and stuff. So I got a job there too.
Yeah.
How cool is that? Yeah, we got a Bond Chicks watching right now. I don't know if you know her, but she's another terrific player and a great gal. Very cool. Well, that's some good stories from you too. So your dad got you started, and then you threw it over to her. But see, that's how you build paintball. That is the ticket right there, and you both enjoy it now, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
love it.
Yeah. So see, there you go. And what happens now is the sport's got two more cool girls in it. How cool is that, Howdy, huh?
It doesn't get any better, Fred. It doesn't.
Oh, absolutely. I love it.
I love watching these girls play. I really, and this is double trouble down there. Ashlyn, what's your nickname?
A sneaky squirrel.
So appropriate. It is so appropriate.
Sneaky squirrel.
Yeah, she's. I remember her going. Who was it? The Booney Boys, and that one bunker. What field was that? Was that on
That was Ponderosa.
or Hudson? It was New York, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It was on Hudson. And you
Yeah,
got
the
that,
Booney Boys played with the band.
Yeah, they had that little gully, and it was funny because in the beginning it was like, everybody's like, "Who is that?" And I thought I was certain it was a Booney Boy, and then I realized they said, "No, that's not a Booney Boy." It said it's got to be Ashlyn, man. And sure enough, it was in this bunker way up there. I was like, "How did she get there?" Jack up. Unfortunately, she took the flak, but unbelievable. Like I said, I love watching these girls play, man. It's great.
Yeah, well, like I say, it's great for the sport too. Jackie, I've watched you play. And now, how long have you been doing it?
I picked up my first paintball marker in 2011.
Ooh,
2011.
She's a veteran.
Yeah,
Not hardly.
doesn't look that old. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And got Kathy Alvarez is watching right now.
Yeah.
And
Mama
Mama Veltri. Yeah. Yeah, back in the day, I gave her a hand with the Veltries. I helped her, when she kind of got down a couple times about it, and then I pumped her back up, and she did a good job from there, just putting this thing together. Because I got the band, and it's not easy when everybody's all spread out like this. Because back in the day, I had Constant Pursuit. That was my team, and we practiced every weekend with the Ironmen, and we all lived together here. We're all within 30 miles of each other all the time. It's the same way with Dynasty. Those guys only live. Roche, he just lives down about maybe 8-10 blocks from me. So
Well, it's hard. It's hard what Kathy, like I said, getting girls from the East, Midwest, South, North, from all over the place to play and actually gel together. But Fred, you watch them in that first game, they may be cold, but I would never take these girls lightly in game 2 because let me tell you, they play some tough ball, man.
Oh, absolutely not.
Yeah.
No, they're definitely no joke. Period.
That's part of why having Alicia and Ashlyn together are so awesome, because they practice together and they play close enough that they don't really have to figure out communication styles on the fly like some of us that only play together a couple of times a year. So the two of them together can hold down a side, like, you guys go do this, and like they're gone because they're both super fast and move together. And it is awesome to have a pair of ladies that trains together, works together, plays together, and meshes so well.
Yeah, and that's a good way to put it too, Jackie. Is they practice together, so it's kind of like the right and left hand knowing what's going on. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Hey, did I tell you I like your shirt?
Oh, mine? Thank you. This is actually where I met Howdy, Windy City 22.
22. Boy, I can't believe that you started in 2011.
Yeah, I wasn't playing Windy City in 2011.
No.
I was playing UWL shortly after I started playing, but
when did you two ladies start?
I want to say it's about 5 years ago, maybe 6 now. Last year.
Oh, so you guys are like seasoned already then, huh?
Seasoned.
A little bit. We got a little bit.
Wait, what do you shoot?
I just shoot and eat the 3 right now.
Okay, and you?
Oh, 170. Just regular.
I love
170?
170s. I do.
I'm mad at her, man.
We're still getting in there with the guns and everything, but we're working our way up.
Alicia It's simple, man. I love it. Just
Yeah.
keep-
Well, ladies, you got some pretty cool guys watching you right now. So, I think after the show here, I think a lot of these guys will give you a hand with whatever you need, advice or maybe even a sponsorship. You never know.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Well, that's how it works, though,
I'll take sponsorships.
Yeah.
We love those.
Yeah.
Speaking of sponsors, you got to give a shout out to the Hefferleys, man.
Yeah.
Of course I do. Oh,
yeah.
The
Yeah,
Hess are the coolest sponsors ever. Go Zodiac Paintball.
They're
Yeah.
amazing.
and
Good enough
Kenneth,
for sponsors.
yeah, Kenneth is, his product is terrific. That's all I use is Zodiac. But
Yeah.
him as a person, I like a lot. I think Kenneth is a terrific guy. And, he just texted me last week about something about watching the show. It might have been because you ladies were going to be on or something like that. But what he texted was really cool. I really appreciated it. And he's a good sponsor. And I don't use any other pack, period.
Oh, I love those, man. You know.
I had an Empire pack I was never ever going to part with. And now that I have a Zodiac one, I gave it away. And the person that I gave it to loves it, but I realized after 2 seasons I would never use it again after I started using Zodiac packs. So
Yeah. And I go right back to, how do I want to put this? Right back to helping somebody like Kenneth that really puts a lot of time and effort into the sport. Those are the kind of people I like backing. And, those are the kind of people I just like using their equipment because it just makes them better and better. Am I right, Howdy?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But also Dan Colby sponsors these guys, Immortal Air. So,
Danny and I've been together a lot of years. Danny and I've traveled all over the world, man.
I love going to events and seeing him. Fred, when I go to an ICPL event, Jackie, where would you find me? Dan Colby's tent, man.
yeah.
Hanging out with him and John. Even down in Florida, when I was down there, I missed the team photo because I was hanging out with John Colby, man. Case of rock.
Yeah, Danny's cool. Do you ladies know Dan Colby personally?
What?
I've met him, but not personally that I could call him up and ask him for anything.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I should call him.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he's a great guy, and he does an awful lot for the sport. He really, really
How
does.
about Foundation? I don't know if they're. I know they're on your jerseys and stuff, right?
Yeah,
What's that?
a lot of us Valkyries have gone through things that make their mission statement really personal for us. So
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what kind of sponsorship or reciprocation we have for them, but all of us drew some heart feelings when we heard the Allie Remembered story, and we would do pretty much whatever we can to support them if they asked us.
Fantastic.
Oh, very cool.
Again, Karen, that's excellent, man. But
So Alicia, where's your next event you're going to go to that you think you're actually going to make?
Florida.
Oh, you're going to do Florida, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, how cool is that? Yeah, because I think Kathy Alvarez says they need 5 more girls. Here we go.
We need 3, I think, because we got you and Kai now.
Yeah,
So we need
should
3
be
more.
3 more?
Still looking for 3 more to play.
We could
Oh,
use
that'll be
5.
cool.
Still hoping Kathy will make it? Question
Yeah.
mark.
How about you, Jackie? Where's your next one?
I'll be at Florida also. I've got some other big games and things before that, but that's my next tournament event.
Oh, very cool. So all 3 of you ladies will be there.
Yeah.
Oh, that is outstanding.
wish I was going. But I'll see some of these girls in Living Legends. That'd be cool.
Oh yeah.
Hey, get a hold of Biff and tell him to take the Roadmaster and drive you down there, man.
You're right. The
The
Roadmaster.
Roadmaster, I know. Hey,
Biff is watching. Come on, Biff, get the Roadmaster
Yeah.
going. I don't know
he's
what
had that
Roadmaster
car
is.
forever. That car come over on the Mayflower. So
It's been defined.
See, he's down.
We got to find out what the front end shimmy's about, man. Look at that. But Living Legends. Well, I told Jackie anytime she's down at Fox to practice, and if the girls go down there to practice before Florida, I'm there to help them, man. So to me, I enjoy that.
There you go. This is Ryan Courtney. If you guys don't know Ryan Courtney, he definitely gets around. Believe me, he travels constantly, but he's really, really good for the sport of paintball. And if you can read it, I don't know if you can read it or not. He said, "Great to see all these ladies into the sport. Looks like they will be great ambassadors for the sport."
Oh,
so see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's just that, you guys are very, very good for the sport. Absolutely. Oh, Biff said done. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Is a Roadmaster. Where am I at? There we go. Oh,
Roadmaster
man.
TV at Hell Survivors in May. We'll see you there, Biff. Bring it on.
You have to tell me what the shimmy was. I don't know officially until I find out what the shimmy was. Because I told him, keep me posted on that, man.
Well, there
everybody's trying to troubleshoot that Roadmaster. We couldn't get it, man.
the Roadmaster. He had the Roadmaster, I think, when I met him.
Yeah.
Biff, didn't you have that when I met you, buddy?
Oh, yeah.
Here he says. Here you go. Says, I'm bringing howdy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I finished.
I seen you squinting. I thought I'd help you out. So, I'm actually lucky. I got a 60-inch TV in front of me, so something I can read. So, and then Cheryl Ellis, another great.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, not only a cool girl, but man, she's a hell of a player.
She's my doppelganger, Fred. Number 20. Sarah.
Oh, there you go, the duck.
There you go. Jessica, I was lucky. I recruited Jessica, at the ICC. She never played before, and she was on Steve's show. Did a great interview.
Wow, we got Rob Walker walking. You guys must know Rob Walker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He's a band member also too.
Yeah.
So I made him a band member because he earned the spot. I've known Rob for a lot of years. He goes way back to Dennis and Chip and Sandman were all together. They had Fox Paintball. So yeah, we go back a long, long way. See, what did he say? Fifth Hill.
He's not taking Howdy to Florida,
Michigan.
but he will be at Living Legends.
Yeah.
Living Legends.
Yeah, I might even fly into Chicago and road trip over there with you guys.
Do it.
Yeah. I mean, I've got to follow the Roadmaster, but I've never got the privilege of I could nap in the back of the Roadmaster. That baby is big. I love that car, man.
My chair, though. Jackie knows the chair that I got to bring, right?
Yeah. I mean, how does the Roadmaster have like a tote goat for the top so that you can fit Fred in the back instead?
Oh, yeah.
You guys got this.
With me, they put me up there like Christmas Vacation on a rocking chair.
Yeah.
Hold on to your glasses this time.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just tie you on the front like a deer we just got. So,
Oh, no.
Yeah.
You're mentioning women being good ambassadors for the sport, even us just being out there and playing. I play for a co-ed team. My home team, Northern Frontier, has some women on it, and we've had girlfriends that showed up to watch practice coming up and being like, "So can I play?" And we're like, "Yeah, sure." They see us out there and they realize that it's not just something that the dudes do, that we're out there having fun and making it look good, and it makes them go, maybe I'd like to try that.
But see, that's what it takes, and just like, people that'll watch this show over the course of the next week, they'll see you ladies, and how you talk about paintball. And, if they're on the fence about playing or not, they'll see that. And I guarantee that it makes them want to go give it a shot. When they see ladies that can go out and play and, it's not like you guys are 400-pound gorillas out there, but you guys are going out there and knocking it out of the park. That makes a lot of guys.
The marker takes out a 400-pound gorilla, same as it does any of us.
There you go.
They play tough, Fred. They play real tough, like I said.
Oh, yeah, I have played against the Valkyries.
Yeah,
Yeah, I played against them a couple times already, and they have never, ever been easy, period.
I've got to bring back a little flashback memory of my first encounter with Ashland. Was up in New York.
Oh no.
I don't know if I've heard this one.
Up there in Jerry's parking lot, and in comes this car, and this big strapping guy gets out, and it's Ty Woodburn. I'd never met Ty before. Went over to, and then I asked him. He goes, "I'm Ty Woodburn." I said, "Oh." I said, "You're Ashland's father?" He goes, "Yeah." I said, "Where's Ashland?" And he goes, "She's in the car." And I looked over, and he huddled in like a ball in a basket.
I slept the whole way, the whole drive. I slept.
Oh, it's funny. But we put her on the field, it's a rocket, man. She really is. She's a lot. Amazing young woman. Hurdler, too. Are you doing any sports in college?
No, I decided to focus on my schoolwork instead, but we'll see.
Well, good combination.
What are you going for in college?
Fire science.
Really?
Yes. So I'm going to, well, I was studying to be a firefighter, and then I'm going to take a gap to work as an EMT, and then we'll see if I get back into it.
How cool are you? I like that. That is very cool.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Badass on and off the field.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I mean, it's like me and Howdy. We enjoyed all 6 years of 5th grade, but
At my age, I know what he is, man. I used to get after Rennick when I used to play up at the Badlands and say, "Hey, Rennick, how about putting a defibrillator in for me?" He said, "I don't see it for you."
Well, that's like the Ponderosa. We played the Ponderosa. Whoever pulls the flag, I got to tell you, nobody wants to run it back because it's so far. And when we won against what was that team?
Hellhounds.
Hellhounds. That's right. Yeah, we won that. I was the first one up to the flag, and I didn't touch that bad boy because I knew if I grabbed it, I'd have to take it back. So Tom Gee was there, and I go, grab the flag. He grabs it. He ended up crawling the last 15 feet up to the flag station when he got there because he was out of wind.
He made it though, man. All that matters.
Yeah. And then I pulled the other flag, and I got halfway down, and I got players down there, and I go, "Here, someone take this." Everybody turns their back on me. This was at Tim's event. Oh, I'll never forget that. Yeah. Having the young legs out there is a good thing. It really is.
For sure. It's still just as hard though.
Yeah. But what's good
struggle.
about the ladies is, I mean, obviously you guys are fast, but it's your thought process when you're playing. I think it's because I played against the Belcrees a few times, and what I seen, there was no stupid moves. I mean, all the moves, and this is during a game I'm talking about, and there was no foolish moves, and hard to dig out, extremely hard to dig out too. So I think the ladies definitely got something going big time. I got my buddy Rick Wilcox watching.
Yeah. His wife is one of the earliest female paintball players. Remember, Fred?
Do I remember? Of course. When I met Lori is Rick Wilcox's wife. Glenn Palmer. I don't know if you guys know Glenn Palmer, but Glenn. Yeah, I know you do. Glenn Palmer. He was a big innovator in paintball way back in the day. He had he had his own factory and everything, but I met Glenn Palmer years ago. He was working out of his garage, and I would go up there on the weekend to just kind of hang out with him and see what new stuff he had. And that's where I met Lori. And then I met Rick, her husband. Rick played for the Dogs of War. He played for my team, Constant Pursuit. I played for the Ironman. I think he plays for the OG Ironman right now, if I'm not mistaken. So, yeah, Lori's a heck of a player, really is. And she's been playing for a long, long time.
Back then, you didn't have very many female players, though. Jessica Sparks.
No, not hardly at all. Back in the day, we'd go to tournaments. There was 2 teams that had a female on their team. I was one, Constant Pursuit, I had one. And the All-Americans, Billy had his wife playing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. And that was the only 2 back in the day that I remember.
Yeah.
you know, but that goes way back, you know, that's when men were made of steel and ships were made of wood, I guess. I don't know, but it's a long ways. So,
Yeah.
and then we got Andy Starrett watching us right now.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, I don't know. Do you ladies know Andy Starrett?
Oh, yeah.
I do.
Not personally.
Yeah, he has the Ellie Remember Foundation. He does an awful lot for paintball. He's a great guy. I travel with him sometimes. He's a kick in the pants. He's a lot of fun.
Good
But yeah, the Ellie Remember Foundation is very, very good. He works really, really hard for paintball outside of paintball, and it just kind of, you know, it dribbles over to it.
Yeah.
You know, it just a lot of things, just like you ladies, you know, just like, you know, Jackie, you know, you had ladies come up interested in going to playing paintball because they seen you doing it, you know, and Allison, you know, you're going to school now, so you're going to get people they're going to go, hey, what do you do on the weekend? You go, oh man, I go out and I play paintball, and they're going to go, what? And they're going to go, and they're going to want to try it, you know what? So that's why I really, really like you ladies being on here tonight. I want you to get some great exposure, not just for the sponsors in paintball, but a lot of people watch this that don't play paintball. And I think it makes a big difference when they see ladies like you sitting talking about the sport and how excited you are about the sport. I think it's an absolutely great thing.
Hey, Fred, let me ask you a question.
Keep it simple. No, go ahead.
Well, all these wonderful ladies, and it's unfortunate we can't get them all on the show at one time. You know, you got Tom Gee's wife, Eileen. She's a fantastic player. Jessica. She, like I said, is there any way we could do a podcast with these women at a tournament live?
Yeah, I could do that. You know, I can't. I have a portable unit, but I can't fly with the portable unit. It's too much. But I could bring my a camera, and I could bring my laptop, and yeah, we could do that. Absolutely.
You know, St. Louis is always a good gig because it's the family atmosphere. You know, but maybe
yeah, I could do that, and we could even do it in New York too. You know, I might, you know, because I'd probably be going down to Florida.
Yeah.
So maybe I could bring it down there, and then we could hook the ladies up down there and do it too.
Yeah, because
we got to get you down there somehow.
Who?
You.
Oh, me.
Yeah. How big a box would it take you to fit you, and we can ship you?
Slice me and throw me into a duffel bag, man, and just throw me on the belly of the plane.
Just don't forget to poke air holes in it.
Yeah.
This time, yeah.
Yeah.
You know? But
Ryan, Courtney, Athlon, and they want to know where your home field is, ladies.
Oh, Indie Paintball Battleground. It is in Greenwood, Indiana. It's just right off of 69, and it's very family friendly orientated. It's a great field.
Does your dad play there also?
Oh yeah. All the time.
All the time, huh? Yeah. Quick question: you ever play against your dad?
Oh yeah.
I love it.
I
love it.
Hey,
it's fun to shoot at the people you love.
Yeah.
That's for a better coach. Really?
Yeah. But you know, that's what makes you better. You know, in my whole career, going out and play against walk-ons and stuff like that never did it for me. I always had to play against somebody that was better or more people than we had. Just something to always better yourself, because going out and just shooting a bunch of walk-ons that's not fun. Period.
Well,
not at all.
Going out with walk-ons are good, Fred, if you're out there for a good reason, to teach. If you're gonna go out there and be a bully,
but if you go out there and teach, you usually want to play alongside of them and teach them a little bit, or maybe coach them.
I like to swap markers with some kid who's using a rental. I'm like, here, shoot this, and then I pick up the rental. I'm like, oh, what the heck? But it's not as done.
Yeah, and then you just cost his parents $400.
Well,
because you don't want one, yeah.
Yeah, try this. Oh yeah, it's a lot better.
Yeah, I want two of them now, man. So let me see here. Ryan
Yeah.
Courtney, boy, he's checking in a lot tonight. Let's see. Very cool. Try and make it to Kentucky. Kenneth
Oh.
Schill have Paintball Asylum open up soon. Another great field. You know, Ryan, I'd like to get down there and do that sometime. I'd like to hook up with you because, you know, like I say, paintball. You know, Joshua Estrada, real quick story. I met Joshua Estrada online when I got back into paintball and started doing all this stuff here. And he watched my show every week, every week, every week. I never got to meet him. I did the tournament in LA last year. And this guy comes up and taps me on the shoulder, and I turn around, and who is it? Joshua Estrada. So, you know, I think that the internet brings a lot of good people together. And, you know, it brings a lot of bad people together, too. You know, I mean, it works both ways. But, you know, in paintball, I am so blessed with the people I've got to meet in this sport and the friends that I've got in this sport. And like you guys are going to Florida, see, to me, that's a big thing now. Because would I ever get to visit with you face to face? No. But we're at a tournament? Yeah. So, you know, that's I think is such a plus for paintball. It's not even funny. What Andy say here now? Andy's wait for all our old guys on the band are like walking on players. We still get shot up. Yeah, we do. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's funny. You know, every time we go out there, they always go, "Hey, Freddy, I'll see you on the 50." And I go, "Well, you know, if the 50 is the new 20, I'll see you there."
Yeah.
No, not on the 50.
What day of the week is that? Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
What day of
Yeah.
the week is that, man?
So you guys have all played the Ponderosa then in New York, correct?
Yes,
That's my favorite field, I think, by far.
You know, that is one of the oldest woods ball field I think there is in the U.S., if I'm not mistaken. I mean, actually a field made for it. But, you know, what you guys see there now is not the original field. You think that's big. That's nothing. The field used to go, instead of going right to left like it goes now, it used to go down. There's a great big gully on the other side of the field. It would go down and up a big hill on the other side. That's why the games were 15-man and they were 45-minute long games.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's why.
Fun.
Yeah, because you're just about playing in a different county. You know, I mean, the Ponderosa was huge. Yeah. And when I came back and I went out there 30 years later, I mean, it was just amazing to me because that was just a little short jaunt compared to what it used to be.
Yeah, we had GPS back then, so running back a flag could be difficult.
Yeah, you had to go down. Yeah, we beat the All-Americans on that because we're over here fighting them, and he left his wife and Chewy and another guy up on the side, and I had my team push the left. They went up and came around back behind them, and it took like 25 minutes to get up there. Yeah, yeah. Back in the day, it was absolutely incredible. You know, I say that all the time. I wish I could take all these youngsters right now, I'll call them, and time warp them back to the day when we actually played paintball back then to see what it was like. It was
the golden era.
It absolutely was. And now they're making their own golden era now, which I think is.
Oh, it's true though. You know, the thing, you know, like I said, with women in paintball, you see a lot of them in airball. You know, like I said, you know, the San Francisco Sirens, and the U.S. women's paintball team, and you know, all these, you know, they're out there. You know.
There's the entire WNXL now, and I think that's pretty cool that there are enough teams and enough women to create their own league.
I do too.
And it's not woods ball, but it's a thing.
Yeah.
The WNXL.
It's still paintball though, you know.
It is.
It's still building the sport. You know, that's what I mean. I love woods ball because obviously, you know, I am past the age of playing X ball and all this other stuff. I mean, I could still do it, but you know, I'd just be like a target out there now. But you know, woods ball, I can still play good woods ball. You know, so and that's what I started in was woods ball. So it's kind of like the big circle that we've taken.
Girls, what do you like best about the WCPL?
Who are you asking? Me?
All,
Because I'm an
all
owner. I'll
I've been
push it.
talking a lot, so I mean,
got it. Jackie, Ashlyn.
Oh, I'll say I love the community so much. Just everyone there, everyone's friends, supporting each other. We're all there to have fun, and I love it.
There you go.
What an absolutely great answer.
Yeah.
You know what? Because that's what I preach, and that's what we want for the WCPL. Like I say, Tommy Cole and I have been friends for 30 some years. We're very good friends, and I'm very happy for what he's got. But it's just not what we wanted. We wanted something that was a little more personal and get togetherish, I guess.
Yeah.
That's a new word for the dictionary, huh? That's what I like about it. It's kind of personal. You go to our tournaments, you can sit and talk to everybody. The NXL, it's like it was back in the day for us. It was a business. I got paid, hundreds of thousands of dollars to play paintball back then.
Yeah.
So I got lots of money. You knew that.
When sponsorship was different.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was back in the day. I remember a promoter showing up for one of the tournaments, had a briefcase with 25 cash in it, and that was first place, 25 grand cash. Yeah. So when you won it, you got the briefcase,
25 grand in beads, man.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, Jesus. But all right, Alicia, why do you like the WCPL so much?
I'm also going to say all of the people, because I've met so many people. I've met I have a lot more friends now than I did before. I've met a lot more girls my age, even older than me, and some I have more kind of, it's more like family now. I have a lot more family. I've met my boyfriend through paintball. I actually met him in St. Louis.
There you go. All right, Jackie, you're last.
That's another good answer. I like that. Very cool. Go ahead, Jackie. Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say I kind of like just the simplicity of the structure. It is a 10-man mechanical tournament. There's no 5-man branch offs or other things going on. We're gonna show up, we're gonna play this tournament, we're gonna play out our brackets. It doesn't matter what division you're in. I mean, we all just get together and we play some shooty ball, and it's the simplicity of it makes it beautiful.
It absolutely is.
Besides the community, because that's obviously awesome too, and the vibe of it. Because I played ICPL also, which is a lot more competitive and brutal, and WCPL is definitely more, let's go shoot our friends, haha.
Yeah, hey, it's a little more laid back, but I got to tell you, there's still an awful lot of
it's not messing around out there.
And
it's not as ugly.
Yeah, and Tim's Field in St. Louis. It's just great. I love playing those fields. I really, really do. Either one of them. And what a setup. You're in the middle, so you can walk to this field or walk to this field,
Yeah.
In New York, they give me a golf cart, thank God. Although they won't let me take it on the field. But, other than that.
I'm a cripple and they give him the golf cart, man. It's terrible.
I gotta love it. But that's a big thing about paintball, and I am so very glad I got to meet you two ladies tonight. I just think first of all, you two knocked it out of the park. All three of you did. You ladies are very easy to talk to, very, very good answers, and I think all three of you are just terrific for the sport of paintball. And it's going to show. I bet the views will be coming in big time this week just because these ladies were on here.
Yeah, well, that's because they don't want to look at me, Fred. They look.
Either one of us. Yeah, either one of us. Yeah.
Oh, you guys are pretty.
Yeah.
Pretty what? Pretty old. That's what you wanted to say.
It's pretty neat.
I love you, Jackie.
So it's always an honor to be here, Fred. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much.
I think you're great. You are. When I had you on before, I knew for a fact I was going to have you on again. And the same way with Alicia and Ashlyn, because I try to put people on. I think that relate to to paintballers and relate to people that don't play paintball. Because believe it or not, ladies, that's what draws people in. They'll see you guys talking and they go, God, these ladies are not only good looking, but they're out there playing the sport. I got to go do that, and it just makes a big thing. What's this guy here? Andrew Stretch. If you guys don't know Andy, he plays with the band, so we'll have him at one of the tournaments. I'll introduce you to him. He's a kick in the pants. I love messing with that guy. I really do.
I'll introduce you. Actually, at the ICC, I brought hero sandwiches down last year. I'm not doing that this year.
Oh yeah, you broke it, huh?
No, a couple of them went wasted, man. So it's like,
Oh, so I would eat them by myself then.
I go out of a good sandwich, It's like, Fred, one of the things about the WCPL is this. We're never going to get back to that golden age of paintball. That'll never happen with 12 grand pump gun like we used to, 15 man. But you want to know something? This is close. And it brings it back home. It brings, in the woods, having good competition and friendly competition. It doesn't get.
One thing I see you doing, Howdy, is, I do my shout out to the beginning of the show because all these guys that I talk about are guys back at the very beginning of paintball. And you ladies don't know what it was like back then. It was really, really hard for us to get paintball going because everybody thought we were warmongers and all this other kind of, it was crazy.
Nazi.
Oh my God, it was. That's exactly what they thought. It was absolutely crazy. Once I did the show at ESPN down at Disney, once I did that show down there, it kind of lightened things up. Before that, it was just absolutely miserable. People bad mouthing me about it and everything. It just sucked. But anyhow, the WCPL really was started by Kevin Donaldson. Kevin called me a year before we did anything. And he goes, Freddy goes, I'd like to start a woods ball thing. He goes, I would like you to be one of the owners. He goes, I'd like you to have the West Coast. And I told him, I said, well, if you think we can make this work. And he says, I think we can. So then after he got a hold of me, I got a hold of Tim and got Tim on board. I got Danny because we started out with Rico Fernandez. Yeah. And Rico had to sell his field and everything like that. And he retired. So then we got Dan Colby and doing his field down there. And it's like everything seemed to gel. And then once I started going to doing these things, and a lot of the youngsters that were in the sport started meeting these actual people I give the shout outs to, coming to these events, I felt that it was kind of uniting paintball in a way that when we're finally gone, these youngsters will be able to carry on the memories that we're giving them from the sport of paintball. They have their new memories, obviously, but this way, hopefully, some of our memories will roll over to them. Some of our stories will roll over to them, and somewhere down the line in the future, they can tell somebody else to keep paintball making bigger and better.
Yeah, the history. Keep the history.
The history.
The museum is awesome, but like having you guys actually around is cool too.
It's even better.
Well, yeah. You don't know how much we appreciate that because, like I say, we worked pretty hard for a lot of years, and Howdy knows. Yeah, I traveled. I was gone for 12 years. I was gone 3 weeks out of every month for paintball. That is how much I traveled. It was incredible. No, it got to the point where my wife didn't even want to go to Europe anymore because she just went there. Yeah, she's got put out on travel. So.
And just like you, we kind of disappeared. And now we're back. And like I said, and I'll say, Fred, I tell you this all the time. Your voice was missed, and it's good having you back. That's all I'm going to say, brother.
I appreciate that very, very much, my friend.
To me, it was an important voice. Actually, we got quite a few good voices, man. So,
yeah. Well, what's funny is when I got back into this, I call up Timmy, and Tim Schloss, and I I go, hey, Timmy, have you talked to Danny lately? You know, Dan Kobe. I'm sorry, everybody. And I go, have you talked to Danny lately? And he goes, I've talked to him for like 3 years. I'm like, holy crap, really? You know? So then I call up Danny and I go, yeah. He says, I talked to Tim. He said, you haven't talked for 3 years. He goes, yeah, we haven't. That's where the band started, ladies, is, you know, Bud Orr and I have been friends for a long, long time. And that's how the band actually got going. And Tim and Bill Bailey, they got a hold of me and they go, we're thinking about putting a group together to go play New York. And they go, would you captain it? And I go, absolutely, I'll captain it. And they go, what should we call it? And I go, well, if we're going to put the band back together, we are going to call it the band. That's how the band came about.
That's so cool.
That was it right there. You know, and you look at the people I have in the band, you know, Gino from Velkin's in the band. Just everybody that is good for the sport of paintball, I put in this team. So
get an honorary status on the band one of these days, Fred.
You know, I might do that for you. You know, you probably could. You know, I'm looking to bring some nicer, younger people into it too. So you know, I always keep all 3 of these ladies in mind for that.
Oh.
And what I'd like to do is I'd like to invite you all back again here, maybe in a month or so. I would love to have you back on.
We would love that.
Yeah. Or at one time, you know.
What's that?
You know, them together, you know. But like I said, maybe we can do that down at an event. We can get these women together and.
Yeah, maybe we can do it in Florida.
Yeah. You know.
Yeah, maybe we can do it. And Biff says, bring back Jessica Sparks. You know, Biff, we've tried, and you never know. She might come on. Howdy's been working on it. We'll see what happens.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, she was a kick in the pants. She was a kick in the pants. Yeah, we all played together. Yeah, it was. That's why I say, you know, the days. It's really funny. You know, people talk about the manufacturers and stuff back in the days. What's a trip is they were all our friends. You know, I mean, I hung out with all these guys. I traveled all over the world with these guys. Just I wouldn't trade it for anything, you know. And just like you, Howdy, would I have known you without paintball?
Probably not. No.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Is that right there? Same way with Jackie, Alicia, Ashlyn. I would never have got to know any of these ladies or you without sport of paintball. What's that?
Katrina across the pond. She's a
yeah.
Remember she stayed up late?
Well, you know, that's the same way with Marcus. You know, Marcus Davis, everybody. Marcus, he'll be on my show anytime. When he comes on my show, it's 3:00 in the morning there.
I know.
You know, yeah. And he'll come on anytime I ask him because, you know, Marcus and I go back a lot of years, man. An awful lot of years. So Andrew Sturett.
Right.
What's that?
The Valkyries was one of your early shows.
It was, yeah. Yep. And you know what I'm trying to do now is, you know, I'm trying to bring more ladies on. But you know, I you know, and I hate to say this, I love all the ladies. Take my word for it. But I kind of pick and choose right now who I put on, who I want to put on to help better the sport. So, not that I dislike anybody because I like you all, but. You know, I can only put so many people on. So, but I kind of pick and choose right now. I think, you know, and this was Howdy's idea tonight to put you ladies on. Jackie, I knew I was going to put Jackie on, but Alicia and Ashlyn, you know, Howdy goes, you're going to love these ladies. He goes, they're good for paintball. He says, I think they'd be a very good interview. And, you know, Howdy, knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, they're evil too. You got to watch.
We are.
Evil in a good way.
You gotta watch them on the field. When you're on a field.
I love it. Well, ladies, we burned through our hour. I'm going to let each of you ask. I'll start with Alicia. I'm going to let you say goodbye to everybody, but I'd like to invite you to come back on my show again in maybe a month or so.
Okay. Yeah, of course.
Okay. Well, I'm going to let you say goodbye to everybody.
All right. Bye, everyone. Love you, Kathy.
Wow, cut and dry.
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know everyone that's in here. I don't know.
Ashlyn, it's your turn. I'll let you say goodbye to everybody.
Thanks for watching. Bye, guys. Love you, Kathy. Kathy brought me into this. She started all of it. I'm forever in debt. And thank you. I'm very honored for being on this podcast. So thank you.
Well, it was my pleasure, and you ladies did a terrific job. Great job. All right. I'm looking forward to having you on again. All right. Your turn, Jackie.
It's always an honor. Thanks for having me. And to everybody out there, get out and play. And I'll see you in the middle. Bye.
And she
Right on, Jackie.
just follow the hailstorm of paper.
I got to tell you, Howdy, these ladies were great. Oh,
Yeah.
my goodness. You know, yeah.
Fantastic. Fred, I'm blessed. I had the opportunity to be a part of something that changed the sport back in the World Cup. These women, they're changing the sport. And to be a part of that, something that's bigger than any win I've ever had. So that's what I could. I mean, I love these girls dearly. I really do.
And Cheryl Ellis, all three of these ladies are ruthless. Love seeing your faces, girls.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. I think they're absolutely terrific. And, Howdy, appreciate you turning me on to the Alicia and Ashlyn. I already knew Jackie, and, Jackie's a show by herself. But, I appreciate it, my friend.
Yeah. They're all good. Jessica, unfortunately, it should be a great interview. She did a great job on Steve's podcast. I normally don't watch it, but when I found out a Valkyrie was on, I had to. It's like a magnet; it just draws me to them. Another one I found. Her and Jackie. Just it must be the Jays. I find these Jays, and I play paintball.
I'm going to let's say goodbye to everybody and hang out in the green room, and I'll talk to you in a minute.
All right.
Say goodbye to everybody.
All righty. Everybody, I want to say good night. Thank you for watching. And when you see these women, let them know that you're happy to see them because, like I said, they make the sport much, much better. All right. Have a good night, folks.
All right, everybody. I appreciate so much you watching tonight. What an absolutely great interview with these three ladies and my good buddy Howdy. To me, that's what paintball is all about. It really is. Now I've got some new friends that I hope that you will call them your friends also. And when you go to the tournaments, go up and say hi to them. Let them know how much you appreciate them working for the sport of paintball. All right. So remember, when we all work together, we make paintball bigger and better. So until next Tuesday evening, 7 o'clock Pacific time on Facebook, on Flagpole Production, please, everybody, play hard, play safe, play fair. Get out there and play paintball. All right? Bye now.